You look at this Eagle defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. Watson now to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly...
Wow. Exciting game.
But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away. It's running. 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Tiger Swamp. 73.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. On play action, they'll throw. But now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's got some space here. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Eagles 7.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch a defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Hurts.
Room here to run. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 27 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll start on the ground with Hines. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said. Brute strength, force of will.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Well, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Forced out to his left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Hey, Silver.
Throwing is Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. In motion, the tight end. They go play action here on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mecole Hardman, a 14-yard touchdown. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Hines. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay. Up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson off play action. That is caught, pushing his way through. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's He's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. The offense on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Alert! He's set! 9.
Now Watson. Throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Isaiah Rodgers. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A big-time special team. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Here now, 2nd and 4. Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This to Hines on the drop-off. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Open man, that's Tillman.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now Watson going to change the look here.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Watson.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Watson to throw.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
To throw, Watson.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
He's still on his feet. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
This is 1st and 10. Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Now Watson. Able to find Judy. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Set.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Philadelphia, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.